Okay, class, it's Tuesday. We are on math lesson number 30. The power up is power up D, division. Let's start with our names at the top. We divide. Remember, when we divide from the boxes, we read from the inside out. 49 divided by 7 is 7. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 42 divided by 6 is 7. 28 divided by 4 is 7. 0 divided by 6 is 0. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 35 divided by 5 is 7. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 54 divided by 6 is 9. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 72 divided by 8 is 9. 30 divided by 5 is 6. And 21 divided by 3 is 7. Third column. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 81 divided by 9 is 9. 40 divided by 5 is 8. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 56 divided by 7 is 8. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 36 divided by 6 is 6. 56 divided by 8 is 7. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 42 divided by 7 is 6. And then the last column. 48 divided by 6 is 8. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 36 divided by 4 is 9. I almost forgot. 24 divided by 4 is 6. 45 divided by 5 is 9. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 18 divided by 3 is 6. 63 divided by 7 is 9. 32 divided by 4 is 8. And 64 divided by 8 is 8. Alright, lesson 30 is on page 183. Our mental math today is how many months are in 2 years, and in 3 years, and in 4 years. So months per year equals 12. So 1 year is 12. 2 years equals 12 times 2, which is 24. 3 years is 12 times 3, which is 36. And 4 years is 12 times 4, which equals 48. Now we know they're in months, so let's just write it once. We got 24, 36, 48, and then we'll call that months. That way we can fit it in there. Alright, B. What time is 14 minutes after 3:10? 3:10, 14 after would be add 14. 4 plus 0 is 4. 2 plus 2, 1 plus 1 is 2. And 3 plus nothing is 3. p.m. 3:24 p.m. C. Number sense. 35 plus 47. 5 plus 7 is 12. Carry the 1. 4 plus 3 is 7. Plus 1 more is 8. 82. D says 370 plus 50. 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 5 is 12. 2 down, 1 up. And 1 plus 3 is 4. 420. E. 1 yard equals 36 inches. How many inches are in 4 yards? So you're going to take your inches per yard, it's 36, and you're going to take that times 4. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. 144, and that's our inches. F. 1 foot is 12 inches. How many inches is in a half a foot? So for this one we got 1/2 of 12. Divide by the bottom number. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. 6 what? 6 inches. G. How many inches are in a fourth of a foot? 1/4 of 12. Divide by the bottom number. Multiply by the top. Now I always say multiply by the top, but it's a 1, so you don't really need to multiply. Any number times 1 is itself, but in the future we will have to, so we keep practicing it. And our answer is 3 inches. And then h. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 minus 1 equals 27. 27 divided by 3 equals 9. 9 plus 1 equals 10, and 10 times 10 equals 100. Okay, choose an appropriate problem-solving strategy to solve this problem. Marquise flipped a coin 3 times. It landed heads up twice and tails once, but not necessarily in that order. List the possible orders of the 3 coin flips. Okay, so we got 3 coins, and you only have 2 choices for each of them. And so the first one could be heads, and the second one could be heads, and the third one could be tails. But we got a special way of doing this. It's called a tree. And so we're going to do it this way. Heads on the first flip, or tails on the first flip. And then after that, on the second flip, you could have heads or tails, and you could have heads or tails. On the third flip, look at it, it's like branches of a tree. You could have heads or tails, heads or tails, heads or tails, heads or tails. So these are all the different possibilities that you could have. Now let's go ahead and write them down following the tree. Head, head, head. Now we'll go head, head, tail, head, head, tail. Then we'll go head, tail, head, head, tail, head. And then the last one, head, tail, tail. Let's see if we got it right. H, 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 yes. H, H, T, T, H, T, H, T. Yep. So far, so good. Now let's do the bottom half. This one starts with a tail, head, head. Tail, head, head. Tail, head, tail. Tail, tail, head. And tail, tail, tail. Now let's read this one. Tail, 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 tail. Head, head, tail, tail. Head, tail, head, tail. Now if you read it all together, it's kind of fun. Head, 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 tail, 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 tail. Head, head, tail, tail. Head, head, tail, tail. Head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail. Whew. Now, that didn't necessarily answer a question. The answer to the question said you gotta have 2 heads and a tail. Not this one. 2 heads and a tail, yes. Not this one. Oop, that was a good one. 2 heads and a tail. Not this one. 2 heads and a tail. 2 heads and a tail. Not that one, not that. So our 3 options would be head, head, tail, and head, tail, head, and tail, head, head. These are the possible order that you could get the 3 coins with 2 heads and a tail. Alright guys, you can flip that sheet over. You can divide it into 6, and we'll work through the example problems on the back side. God bless your day.